War. War never changes. You left your homes to find refuge in Diamond City, and they turned you away. You travelled east to the supposed new settlement at Mass Bay Medical Centre, just in time to see it blow up. You spent the night almost freezing to death with no shelter and only each other for warmth. The wind and cold feel like impending death. There is silence in the air in the morning after the explosion, and everything is still for a moment. However, the peace does not last long. The sound of another explosion, louder than any thunder you've ever heard, echoes across the wasteland. It's followed by minor ground tremors and a gust of wind coming from the south. If you look carefully enough, you can just make out the fading glow of what must have been a gigantic plasma detonation. Normally, you might run in the opposite direction and pray you'd never encounter whatever or whomever caused that explosion, but something this big isn't something you can ignore. One way or another, you're going to need to figure out what the hell happened. Otherwise, it could be you getting blown up in the future. And besides, if there's a firefight going on, that just means there's plenty of opportunity to scavenge the battlefield. Survivors, it's time to do what you do best. Survive. Because war never changes. Hello everyone, I'm RxOliver and these are my friends, and we're playing Fallout, last but not least. And this is the extended version with little bits I may have added myself. I'm here with Chris, David, Max, and Jeff. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello.
So, we are playing Last But Not Least, which is another scenario by ELH, who wrote the Claws of Crimson one, and another one of the ones we've done. I'm not sure which one, but at least another one of the ones we've done. So, it's a pretty cool scenario. And we're kicking right off almost where we left the last one. So, we left the last one at the explosion of Mass Bay Medical Centre. I'm going to say that you've exhausted from that adventure, rested for the night, managed to just survive the nuclear winter by using each other to huddle together and get warmth. You're a large enough group. So it's the morning of the day
Everybody
after.
snuggling with Brock.
So it's the morning of the day after that explosion, and you hear another explosion off to the south. And it sends a shockwave of tremors through the Commonwealth. And you can see in the distance the smoke, plumes of smoke coming out of this, where there's been an explosion.
What kind of explosion is it?
It looks like it could have been a plasma detonation.
Okay. Well, anyone's got any ideas what to do now? I mean, and I look at Happy. It was your idea to begin with to, well, find a new place to settle.
I'm not the ideas kind of guy. I'm more of a like action kind of guy. As in action avoiding. Yeah. I like hiding in the trash. But if any of you guys have a great idea, I'll be more than happy. Get it?
Brock is action guy too. Getting action.
Well, this is gonna be a fun one.
It is going to be a fun one, I promise.
Oh no, I was saying in the character. I was like, well, this is gonna be a fun one. Seeing the explosion. It's like sitting there, he covering his dog. It's like, what the hell?
So there's another explosion, half a mile, a few hundred meters, maybe 1,000 meters down the road. You can choose to investigate it, or you can choose to do nothing. But if you choose to do nothing, what's taking out these buildings, what's exploding a bunch of stuff, might just explode you if you don't do nothing. And like I've said in other previous adventures, you don't survive the wasteland by sitting around doing nothing. You still have no home. And the place where you've tried to rest for the night, there's explosions going off near you. There was a massive one at the Mass Bay Medical Centre that has destroyed it last night, and now there's one just down the road from you. Massive explosion.
Brock hates explosions, so
Well,
if he can get this to stop being a thing, he would love that.
yeah, we should probably do something because Otherwise, the whole neighborhood will be destroyed at the end of the next day. And we do need to find a home. Now, one more important issue, and I point at the lip couch. We need to hide that thing if we're going to interfere with whatever's exploding the area.
So, I would say if you're going away to investigate something, you're going to leave all your NPCs behind, and Lorelei and Mac will be in charge of them. So Lorelei and Mac can take charge of those NPCs.
The couch.
Hide in the couch somewhere safe. So I don't need any of you guys to make any rules or anything for it. You can just say that it's moved and it is safe.
And the mannequin.
And the mannequin, of course. The mannequin with it's had its head taken off and it's now got a mole rat skull on it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's hidden. There's enough of you that you can hide it, and it's going to be there when you come back. I'm not going to make.
All right, great.
Not going to get rid of some of my fun random items that have become things in this game. The couch is one of my favourites. What is it? The lazy luxury life of the lavish life of luxury, lazy lounger for lovers.
Yeah, lavish life of luxury.
That's it.
Well, Dimglow grabs his super sledge and slings it over his shoulder. I suppose we'll have a look then.
Are you going off to investigate?
I look at the others.
Yeah, I'll follow through.
In your pants.
So, I'm going to move you to another site, and then I'm going to read a little bit of text. Let me just move the map.
We're approaching cautiously because of Brock's fear of explosion.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you a little bit about how you're approaching in a minute or two. Let me just zoom out this map a little bit for the viewers to see. You see yourself.
Oh, cool! You
down
added
here?
the new raiders.
Yep, you're down here. And you see a big explosion site. And you see some guys. So I'm going to read a little bit of text to you. Bear with me a sec, I'll find it. You've come upon the Smoldering Ruins of what must have been a super mutant encampment mere hours ago. Plasma burned remains are scattered everywhere amidst charred debris. Picking through the debris are a number of individuals. Human, wearing pre-war naval clothing, and all smoking a fresh cigarette. You're not sure what it is they're searching for, but based on how they're carefully combing through the remains, it's very much clear that there is something they're after. Now, you've got three ways you can go about approaching here. You can go stealthy and try and listen in to what the conversation's going on and what they're looking for. You can go friendly, where you can approach slowly and not aggressively, and you can go hostile, obviously, is always an option. Would you like to go stealthy, friendly, or hostile? It's only a matter of
Brock
time
likes the
before
idea of going stealthy.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before they look up and see you. So,
Do we all have to go stealthy? I mean,
stealthy is a group sneak roll, and it was Jeff who corrected me on how to do it. It should be a group roll because you've got to get the whole group successfully hidden for it to work. If they see one person, it's ruined. So sneak is a group roll. It's only going to be a 2, difficulty 2. It's agility and sneak 2, but it's a group roll.
okay.
I have a 13 on it.
Then you can lead, probably.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I have a 12. It's a tag skill for me. I don't know.
Same here.
Pop onto
It's the
map
same
just
thing.
now. I forgot to
Yeah,
grab
you can lead. I'll definitely assist.
I forgot to grab a couple of tokens. Bear with me.
I mean, I guess we all have to assist. We're all.
Okay. How much AP do we have?
5. And I have 4.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1.
Okay. Well, there's your 2 successes
great.
already. So any successes you guys get on the assist rolls will be just action points.
And we still have to roll, right?
You all still
Or
have to
can-
roll.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're gonna
All right.
make some complications like that. I'm
That's
gonna
not good.
I'm gonna luck it.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
okay,
immediately luck
okay.
that one.
Nice first roll, Jeff.
I know.
Get it out of your system.
Everybody give me a sneak agility
we-
assist roll, so 1 dice.
This is
Dimglow
where
for
Oliver
fail.
takes my luck.
At least it's not a complication.
True. Also not a complication.
Was it sneak?
Chris, sneak and agility. 1 dice. Okay, so no more complications, no more successes. So you all managed to hide successfully. So you're going to hear them talking. You overhear a conversation between 2 of the nearby guys. These 2.
Can we move into our hidden positions?
You can move into
I
your
think
hidden
Brock is
positions.
gonna-
Yeah, feel free to move into hidden positions. So you hear
Just tuck behind here.
there's 4 of these guys in these pre-war naval military outfits, and then there's this boss-looking guy in better armor. You hear 2 of the guys closer to you talking. Don't go any further than that, Dimglow. That's a bit close. But let's say.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna hide next to the super mutant then.
okay.
You hide behind.
Maybe we can comically crouch behind the bench over here.
So you hear these 2 talking, and apparently the deacon, who appears to be their boss by the way they're talking about it. No, sorry, that's not their boss. That's someone else. But the deacon is another boss that they seem to be talking about. Is looking for he reckons that the super mutants here had a secret stash of mini nukes that they could have brought back aboard their ship.
Ooh.
Though, as these 2 guys point out to one another, it's highly likely that the plasma artillery strike that they detonated on the place has detonated said stash, and thus makes their searching here for it a waste of time. So they're looking for a stash of mini nukes that they believed a band of super mutants that were here had. They are looking for them to take back to their boss, the Deacon, on their ship. You with that information what you will.
Hmm.
We.
I look at the other.
Oh, so they're just trying to see if they can salvage any of these mini nukes.
Yes. But by the sounds of the conversation, they both feel like it's a waste of time, and that if the mini nukes were here, they've just blown them up.
Well, Dimglow's very interested at the moment they're mentioning all this, and he looks over at his party and he's like, "We cannot let them take Adam's relics. They will misuse it."
Love that.
Brock whispers over, maybe they find them for us.
I would prefer not to have their hands defile it.
They continue looking fairly haphazardly. It's quite clear that they don't believe what they're looking for is here. They think it's a pointless exercise and a waste of time.
I ready my sledgehammer and I look at the others.
I was gonna say, are we just going in, or
We could always.
Brock's a big fan of getting treasure off of these dudes.
Yeah. It's like sword and gun in hand. I'm like, yeah. I was like,
So, you'll see I've popped some zones onto the map. Before we do go rolling initiative, I just want to explain a little about the map. So, these are obviously roofs. You would have to do something to get up on them. These things inside these zones are all like destroyed cars and stuff. So these are all raised up. So to get up there and to move in those zones, to move into or in those zones, takes 1 action point. So that includes that, climbing up on that, and these bits of junk and debris here. Anything within those, do you see the ones that I mean?
Yeah.
So that's your zones explained. I guess you want me to pull up the initiative, Doohickey? Let me just pull up some character sheets for these guys.
Well, we haven't engaged yet. I look over at my party and I'm like, do we attack or do we follow him?
Brock just nods and smiles when you say attack.
Okay, got it.
yeah, let's go take them out. Like, I was like, we need more loot. I mean, it's always nice. Wow.
Holy.
So I look at I look at Brock and it's like, big man is yours. Damn, I thought I was fast.
Yeah, the worst thing about Dim Glow is his initiative. But
Yeah,
he hits like a
he's
tank.
fast boy, this boss, like.
Yeah. But we do
we
get
tell
first attack, right?
No, it's one
Yeah,
person. I think.
Yeah, just
Whoever
one
wants
person.
to
Whoever initiates
initiate
the
thing.
combat gets the first attack. The first attack will be a surprise attack, which I believe you reduce the difficulty and you add 2 damage dice. Is that right?
sneak?
Maybe.
Someone find.
I'd have to-
someone
Sneak
do-
usually gives your weapon vicious, and if it already has vicious, it gives you 2
That's
extra
what it does. It
dice.
increases vicious. Could somebody double check
Yeah.
in the rulebook for me? Sneak attack.
Yeah, you might also
I-
get extra for.
Yeah, vicious, I believe, increases the... makes it vicious. But the problem is, if, for example, I would charge in, they would see me. It wouldn't be a sneak attack anymore.
Who's not rolled yet? I need Chris.
Oh, initiative. Sorry.
Yeah, please, mate.
Atom bomb, baby. There's an atom bomb. I want to get in your wigwam. And
Now, Dimglow probably would be the first to charge because he's next to Turok, no, Grandslam,
Yeah.
and he would be the first to charge.
Okay, so is somebody looking up for me what sneak attack does? Because it does give you
Yeah.
something.
It,
Yeah,
it
I'm
gives you
trying to
vicious,
find it.
and if you already have vicious, it gives you +2,
Doesn't
and it
does,
Yeah.
reduces the difficulty to attack them by
it
1.
does reduce the difficulty by 1. I thought so.
Okay.
If people want, I could shoot at one of these dudes to start it because I
Also-
have vicious on my
Rifle.
gun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said I did a rifle first, and
Also,
just going that way.
So while we're pointing out some things about the map, all the cars and stuff are already blown up, so they are not explosion hazards.
Okay, great.
But they also do provide cover. They all provide cover if you're behind them. Try to remember as many
so-
rules as I can these days. We've played enough. I should be good at this.
Well, Grandslam,
Some
if you
of
want to
these-
attack first, that's fine by me. I'll probably use the luck after that to
I
go
may,
out right after you.
I may move first. I'm gonna move. Oh, I probably can't. Can I move and shoot this dude to start combat then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Brock is gonna go behind this bench, and
That bench will be 2 cover on your legs. 2 dice of cover on your
That-
legs.
then he's gonna aim at this big dude. He heard Turok say, "Get the big guy." I guess he's not gonna use the aim action. Can't, but he's gonna just shoot at this dude.
ooh,
That's pretty good.
That is 2
don't you get an AP for that though?
Yeah, he's only.
Right.
What's your range?
It's medium, so
Yeah.
I can
So
go.
yeah, that hits him. And you gain 1 action point, so you are up to 5.
Let me do some damage.
And it's this guy.
2 more.
You're
I already
shooting,
have
yeah.
the vicious.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's
6.
6 AP.
6 with piercing
Yeah.
2 and 6 vicious.
Yeah. So it's 9 damage and
6 piercing.
6 piercing.
So you're ignoring 6 armor on the left leg. Is that no? That's right arm.
I'm gonna re-roll it with my scope. And
Oh,
That's
get his chest.
So that's the
Yes.
torso, and it's 12 damage because it's
9.
piercing 2. No, is it not? Have you not got vicious 2 on
It-
this because it's a sneak attack?
It adds 2 extra dice. It
Yeah.
doesn't add more vicious.
Okay.
So
So that's the 2 dice, right? Okay, so that was 9 damage on his torso. Okay, let me
Pretty
just
good.
check out his character sheet.
I mean, with 6 piercing, I mean that.
yeah,
fucking
I should hope.
anybody.
So you ignore, so you ignore all his reduction, don't you? So he takes 9 damage on the torso. Wow.
And his
Okay.
bleed image.
He's bleeding. He is bleeding.
I feel for sure that goes into like the vast slow motion style for opening combat shot.
Ooh.
You see the bullet cam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crippled torso. Beautifully done, Brock. Beautifully done.
That's the opening regular initiative time, I guess.
You need bloody
Yeah.
mess as a perk.
So, regular initiative time.
We'll
It's the
someday take
Mariner.
bloody mess.
Unless someone is
Great.
spending luck. I think, David, you mentioned spending luck to go before him.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but then again, I can't reach him yet because then I'll have to sprint and I'll waste a major action. So
Do you-
I'm
do-
just gonna stay behind the car and wait for them to come to me.
Do you know what's a fun thing with this character? He has luck points. I have an NPC with luck points. So,
He's like a major or a notable NPC, right?
let me check. He is major.
I think they're called notable.
Major, yeah.
No, there's
no-
there's notable and major. How many majors are
Yeah.
separate?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Right,
major
so
is the really
did
big
you say
one.
you're not using
Yeah.
luck to go next, David?
No, I'm staying put at the moment.
Okay, so he's going to jump in front of this for cover. So I need to decide what cover these are. 4 cover, I reckon. No, 2. They're 2 cover. They're just cover for the whole body, aren't they? So I need to make a wee marker. So that's 2, and it's 2 on the bench, but only on legs. Okay. Okay, so the
Good call.
Mariner is going to shoot at you, Brock. And he's going to... Now, I must remember I have action points. I have got 4. You guys are tough, so I need to not take it easy on you. I need to remember you guys are badasses here. And I'm going to... He's going to...
That's fine.
Wait now. How many zones is that away? 1, 2. He's going to... He's actually going to move from this zone to this one. Go behind that car. And he's going to toss a grenade into this zone here.
Oh no.
Damn.
Ha! Oh no, indeed. I was just trying to think about how to be clever with it, and that's clever. That's gonna fuck you up a bit. That's what you get, boys. So, frag grenade, and I'm gonna spend an action point to get an extra dice.
My sheet open, I didn't notice that there was another guy up here. So,
Yep.
or there is another guy up there.
2 successes. Is it 2 you need with a grenade? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, for blast.
Yep. So he's going to roll damage. Now, would that be... Should you all, because you're all in the thing... I think, instead of me rolling a body part, I think each of you individually that's getting hit should all roll a body part, and that's where it hits you. Because it's an explosion, it's going to hit you in different places, right?
Yeah,
You're not all-
exactly.
You're not all going to get hit in the left leg. That doesn't make sense.
No, that's
to
how
me.
I do it at least.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. So that's left arm for you, Tank.
Are you gonna use some of those luck points to
I am
reroll
gonna-
that damage?
I am going to be using some luck points on those damage, by the way, guys. So just warning you, but I work
Do I
out
get
what,
it? Do I
work
get
out,
it?
work out what
I
body
feel like
part
that's
it
the
is.
time to do it, right?
So dim glow, you've got 2 dice of cover on your legs.
Yeah.
If it hits legs, we've not just. Well, did you roll legs, dim glow? You've not
I'm
rolled yet.
Gonna roll now.
Okay,
One
well, I'm
moment.
going to re-roll 3 dice because I'm going to spend.
That's a
luck
1.
Re-rolls 3, doesn't it?
That's my head, right?
That's your head.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got your face exploded. A grenade straight to the face.
One,
Yeah.
one luck re-rolls 3 dice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll 3 of those.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's right.
So that's a total of 5 damage to whatever body part you all rolled.
Could be worse.
So, yeah, I take 1.
Not bad. Anyone take any more than 1? What about the dog,
I
man?
take 3 damage to the hit.
Ooh, okay. What about the dog, Max? What does the dog take?
Poor dog.
Well, I mean, yeah. I was like, God, I need to get some armor for him, don't I?
You do. Dog armor's a thing in Fallout.
That's the plan. New with the.
Oh, then your head. So how much do you take in the head?
Well,
You've got a helmet,
Dog.
have
I
you?
mean,
Or was that the
no,
dog's
no,
body
no.
part?
That's for the dog.
Oh, okay.
And then how much damage was that?
It was 5.
Okay.
Does the dog have any reduction? It doesn't, does it?
Nope. It's just a dog.
The
It
dog
doesn't
has-
have anything.
So the dog loses 5 hit points and has a crippled head.
Poor dog.
Okay. And the Mariner
That's
rolls.
rough.
That's fine.
Yep, the Mariner rolls 2 damage dice of internal bleeding as well. At the end of his turn. That is rough. I'm rough, guys. I am rough.
That was
Oh.
terrible.
But
That
it takes 0
that was nice.
damage.
He takes 0 damage from internal bleeding.
And that also stops the bleeding, I believe, right?
No, I don't think so. Does it?
Let me
He
see.
No, he has to
goes
get
until
healed.
he cures the injury.
I think it goes
Yeah.
until he cures the injury. All the other ones do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, so 2 it's your turn. Your dog's very wounded.
I'm pissed that I tell him to stay. I tell him to run behind the dog, the run over there.
Now he just acts on
Get
your
out of the
turn,
way.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I just tell him to go over there.
Okay.
Out of that location. And I'm like, motherfucker, sword and gun in hand. I'm like, what's up? And I come in his face. I was like, let's bring
Nice,
this
okay.
on.
Nice. Okay, so that's only one
I am
because
pissed.
it's diagonal, so that you can do that with
Mhm.
one move. And you're going with the sword.
Yeah, sword and
guard.
gun, actually.
Sword and gun. Is the sword not a
Mhm.
two-handed weapon?
Nope, sword is
It's a
one-handed.
one-handed.
Nice, okay. So, I'll remind you, you have 5 action points.
I understand that one, but it's just right there. And my gun is close combat, so I'm going gun first.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend an AP.
Oh,
Okay.
Please be
successes.
true.
So you gain 2 action points. You're up to 6.
Okay, then I'm gonna do the damage. Spending 2 shots.
Spending 2 extra bullets. That
Yeah, how
is
about that?
7 physical. Which body part?
That's what I'm about to do. That's none.
In the head.
On the
No,
head.
it's not the head. 1 and 2's the head. 3's
That's
the
the
groin.
crotch, right?
That's the groin. Yeah. Right in the crotch.
Groin.
Right in the tallywhacker. Right in his penis. Right in his bobby.
Revenge.
Right in the wiener. Right in
That's
the
what
wiener.
happens
You
when
have
you're
any
just
David,
dog, right?
David, show the audience your sweater. Hey.
Everyone, a shout out to our RxOliver store.
Yeah, available on the store now, guys. Come on.
Every purchase today gives us action points.
Every purchase today while Chris is live on Twitch gives 1 action point to the team. There you go. I'll go with that. That's another meta currency. I like it, David.
Yeah.
The Twitch meta currency.
Pay to win,
Right,
brothers.
so
Pay to win.
Turok, are you taking any further actions? Oh wait, I've got to take his.
yeah,
I've
I'm actually
I've got to do his
gonna-
damage first. Hang on, sorry. That was
Yeah.
on the groin, so his reduction to physical is 3, so he takes 4, so it's not another wound on his torso.
It's still fine. It's like boom, cock shot. Then I'll come up
Yeah.
there and I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do a slash. I'm gonna spend 2 AP on that.
So you should spend the 2 AP to take another action. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Want to spend any more for dice?
So how many we have right now?
You have 4.
We have 4.
I am gonna because I know I'm gonna need a 2 because it's his toughness goes up by
difficulty hit
1.
him goes up by 1. That's right.
Yep.
Do at least 1.
Yep. So I'm gonna spend 1.
Okay. The old 2 and 1. It's the favourite. Oh, and that'll do it, and I'll get you 2 more back, so you're up to 5. Very nice.
4.
Max.
All
Very
right.
nice.
Yeah, it's like damage is like I'm just gonna spend 1 on damage. Just get an extra damage
Spend
dice.
1 on damage. You've got 5. You can spend up to 3 on damage dice.
I'll spend 2.
Okay. That is 7. With
Awesome.
piercing 1, that is so 7
Pierce 2.
ignore. Yeah, with 2 piercing. Yeah. So hit which body part are we ignoring 2 reduction on?
That'd be nice to head. It's like, sir, you have nothing on.
No, he's got head. He's got a helmet on. That is his head. He
Oh
has...
god, great.
I called it too.
Oh no, he
That's
has
funny.
0 on the head, Max. He has 0 on the head.
Mhm.
That is an
Boom, you
injured
get-
head.
Yeah, he gets injury on the head.
All right, and 7 damage. So he now has 2
Which means he
wounds.
loses his action in the next turn.
Yes, he has to spend action points to take an action.
Perfect.
Very nice, Turok. And the dog just
Yeah, it's
stays
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's like he looks at him and gives him that dead stare. Walks up and he swings his sword in the hand and he basically like right hand cocks the gun and it said, "This is where it's going." Boom and slice.
Very nice, Max. Very nice. I like it. Now it's the Smokers, as this gang is called. This raider gang. So
How's
this
the
guy's
guy
got
looking,
first.
the Mariner?
He's looking bloodied. More than bloodied.
Okay.
Yeah, he got shot and slashed. Yeah.
So he's going to run to there. And he's going to shoot at Brock.
My eyes are for you.
How many action points do I have?
feel
I have
like
3. I'm going to
heaven
spend them all.
touch.
We've got the Smokers and the Mariner. Is this like a Waterworld reference? I'm like losing it.
Maybe a little bit. I didn't write
I
this.
haven't seen
Shout
that
out
yet.
to ELH that wrote this, and it's another fantastic scenario.
I fucking love Waterworld. Like Waterworld is one of my favorite movies, unironically. Like this is awesome.
I
Awesome
still have to
group.
see that. I really want to.
It's actually pretty good.
It's literally like Fallout, but in the water.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
exactly.
It's fantastic. I say it on many different streams and many different games. It comes up in conversations. A fucking great movie. It
Jack
bombed,
Black
it
is
bombed
in
in the box
Waterworld?
office. It was the most
Okay.
expensive movie made at the time. It cost hundreds of millions and then never made it back
Okay.
at the box office. It's
Did
fantastic.
he actually
movie.
film it on the ocean or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
it was
it's-
actually
it's
filmed
just
on the ocean.
whole
Okay,
ocean
cool.
based. So I hit you because you have 2 to hit, don't you?
This is true.
I'm going to see if it's your legs first, and then we can see if you're rolling cover
Sure.
dice. It's your head.
Ooh.
So let me roll some damage. Now, I can't spend bullets. NPCs can't spend bullets, but what they can do is their special abilities, and I'm going to do one right now.
Let's rip.
Once per combat, the gunner. It's a gunner model for this character. It's not a gunner. I should have changed that. Once per combat, the smoker can let rip with a volley from their combat rifle or laser gun, adding the weapon's fire rate of 2 for a total of 7 dice.
Alright, bring it on.
Oh.
Ooh.
7 in the head. Rock, how do you
Damn.
feel about that?
Brock will take 2.
You got 5 on your head. Wow.
He's got his baseball helmet on,
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's like metal. It's
and
like
he's
a
got a
ding
thick
ding.
skull.
Yeah, he does.
That's a baseball helmet? It looks like a tank you got on your head.
So this one's going to look through
Yeah,
the gap, and he's going to aim at Turok. He's 1 zone away, so it's a regular shot. I spent all my action points. Yeah, I spent
Yep,
all my
it takes
action
2 to
points.
hit me.
Have you got a 9 dex, have you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I learned from Brock, so it's like, yeah, I think I'll be smart like that.
Let me just quickly edit this where it says gunner to
Smoker.
smoker, yeah. Just because I'm OCD and want everything to be done. Never mind. Ooh, I got a complication. Right, okay, I got a complication and 1 success, so I don't hit you. These guys don't have luck, so I have to take the complication. Bear with me. Someone roll a d20.
I'll do it since he shot me.
Yeah, go for it. A 2
I too.
is wasteful. You
check my
fired more
door.
than you
I
thought
think
you did.
what he's
Lose
putting
1 additional shot of ammunition for that weapon, so that's not really relevant to him. That's fine. That's a nice one for me. So that's 1, 2. This third one is going to... Yeah, he's also going to shoot at Turok. They've all got combat rifles, these guys. Oh, and that's a mess, isn't it? I need 2. And this last one is going to dash round here and he's going to poke to that side, and he's going to also shoot at Turok.
Keep
That's
getting
a hit.
solicitors while we're playing.
So, this is a different one. Oh, I need to mark which ones have done their let rip ability. So, yellow token have done their let rip. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
him
yeah. He did that one. Yeah.
and him. Okay. So, roll damage and adds 2 dice. Ooh, max, that's 7. And I've got physical spelled wrong on his sheet as well. Let me change that.
Physical damage.
That's terrible. Physical. There we go, fixed.
I mean, I
on-
noticed in our Tucson campaign, it's not a combat rifle, it's a combat Rilf.
Is it? That's on your right leg, I think, Max. Is it?
I take 2. I take 2.
Wow. You got 5 protection on your right leg. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And that was the last one, wasn't it? Okay. So,
Yep.
so.
It's.
you
Hey,
went,
Brock,
you went
smash!
first, so you still get another action. Yes, that's right. It's your turn.
That's true. We have 3 action points. I'm gonna oops, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Whatever. Brock is gonna come down here, and he's gonna spend 1 action point to switch to his bet.
Okay.
And he's gonna give the business to
That
this guy.
one. Okay.
Uh,
Give him the old batter up.
I,
Let's go.
Swing, better, swing.
Spiked baseball bat. Double spiked for her pleasure. You gain 2
I know,
action
right?
points. Up to 4.
I don't see what. Ooh, that's a
5 plus 2 piercing, so you're ignoring 2 armor. Right, give me the body part. And you've got 2, so it's 7 ignoring 2.
it's yeah, I was gonna say it's 7 because of
7 ignoring 2
vicious.
because
Let
of
me roll
vicious.
a body part.
4 is
It's the torso.
torso. So,
Oh my god, he did another chest wound. He's sitting there.
this
Wow,
guy
wow.
has 2 on his torso, so he takes 5. So that is
He
a
has
wounded
2, or does
torso.
my piercing 2 say no to that?
He has 2, so the piercing 2 ignores it. So he takes the full 7 damage. Sorry. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck me.
Awesome.
And he
And,
has
that-
a wounded chest.
Then I'm gonna spend 2 action points for another attack,
Okay.
and another action point to roll an extra dice
Okay.
against the other guy that's near me here.
That is 4.
Oh.
You only needed 2, so you're up to 3 action points, Brock. See, when Brock gets into melee, it's all over. 7.
Yeah. Cool
Yeah,
leg.
so ignoring 2, I think he's got 2 on his legs as well, so 7 damage on his right leg.
That's the.
Yeah, he's got 2 on his legs as well, so that's 7 on his right leg. He is dead, sir.
Oh.
Oh, that was at the other one actually. It was on this
Oh,
one.
was it?
Yeah, so this dude's
yeah.
still chilling.
Shit.
I was gonna
So-
let him bleed out.
So what did you take off him the first time? 7, eh?
7.
Mhm.
So he's got, right, that's how many he's got left. And then you took 7 off this guy. Okay.
Mhm.
And that was
And leg
on,
wound.
and that was on the right leg. Okay. Sorry about that. There you go. Happy.
That's
It's your
it. That's my turn.
Where would the best place to hide be?
Behind the bench. Here.
Behind the dog.
Probably right here. No, probably right there. Probably right there. Honestly.
That's what I was thinking. To be fair, behind the bench.
Maybe maybe if you go
Underneath
behind the
the
bench and
tree?
then lay prone, you'll have like better
Little
cover.
Yeah.
No, they can
Rude,
still see the
rude.
under there because he'd be more of a.
Also, see when you're prone, it's easier to hit you in melee, but it's harder to hit you in missile.
Yeah.
It goes down for melee, but up for shots.
Yeah.
So the bad guys are here and here, right?
Here.
That's it.
And 3 of them here and 1 of them here.
Oh, there's one here?
Yeah, that's the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
boss.
he's clinging on.
Oh, why he's coming for me? I'm definitely running away. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna
I
do
thought
this
you
shit.
just ran
this
away
turn. He's got
from mole rats. Nothing else.
Yeah.
He runs away from
I know.
gambling debts, from women, from bad guys, from everything. What are you talking about? Runs away from all his problems.
What are you talking about?
He needs to get that elusive kind of just like as he's running, he's like, "You can't hit me." That perk.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
Why are we
I lost
even
him.
giving
Oh,
this
right,
guy
yeah.
a new home?
Taffy's a hero.
He's just a mouthpiece. That's all
Happy
he is.
saved Diamond City from Sins once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
My
And,
hero.
and his super mutant friend died for the cause, and they made a new settlement called Unicorn. Right, so you just move into there. Is that your whole turn?
It's my whole fucking turn.
You're not taking a shot. You've only moved. It's only one thing, so you've still got a major action.
Um,
And
You
you're
can kill
one,
this guy.
you're one zone away from here, from these guys. Sorry, that was Brock. I didn't mean you thing, Brock.
can I use my sprint to hide in the dumpster behind
You
there?
can't sprint and move in the same turn, unless
But could I change my movement to a sprint and hide in the
to get
dumpster?
to here. Yes, you can. And then it's a your movement has been done by a major action if you sprint. Yes, you can.
Yep.
Is that right, Jeff? Is that right, David? You're GMs of this system also.
Yeah, it's fine by me if he uses his major
Yeah,
action
yeah.
for that.
Makes
Major
sense.
action to sprint 2 zones. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, are you doing any minor actions then? You can't use it to move.
No.
Okay.
He could have used his minor action to get inside the dumpster. Because it's interact.
Interact with an object.
Can I actually do that?
Alpha, because it's
I
funny,
wanna-
yes.
can.
Yes, you can climb in the,
Yeah.
the dumpster. If you like dive
You
in and
jump
just
in.
pull the thing.
"Ah!"
If you do it fast and like dive in and pull the thing down hard, so you're not gonna be able to do it stealthily and quietly, but yeah, you can do it in this turn.
Oh, you know, it'd be a funny thing for Brock is cut holes on the bottom of one of those things, and he can hide around with it, like a deep sneak, sneak, sneak.
Metal Gear Solid.
Right, brother Dimglow, it's your turn.
Okay,
You can't-
Dimglow goes straight towards the boss with his
Ooh,
power
okay.
sledge.
Okay.
And well, I'm gonna use 1 action point for an additional d20.
Hang on, because I didn't. 2 seconds. I've got to roll this guy's internal bleeding because the turn of the smokers is finished and I didn't roll it, did I?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
exactly.
don't
Yeah.
know. No,
For this dude, he
I think
had
he
his
did.
own at the end of his turn. He
I
just
didn't-
yeah,
he just
he
didn't
take
bleed.
anything.
Oh, well, this guy.
Yeah,
did.
but one of the smokers also took damage.
Alright, okay. That's fine then. So, Dimglow, it's your turn.
Okay. So I buy 1 additional d20. Okay,
3 successes.
I'm gonna use my luck point to re-roll that.
And a complication. Okay,
Yeah,
reroll
it's a
the
complication.
complication with a luck point. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 3
So-
successes. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I generate more action points,
You have done, yes. You generated 2.
and that's a bust, but at least it's no.
It's
Yeah.
not a complication.
I'm gonna use 1 of the generated action points. I generated 2 to buy an additional damage die.
dice. You have 4, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just gonna buy 1 additional
Okay.
one because I already do 8d6s, and I'm gonna change that into 9. Seven.
7 with
that's
vicious
breaking the
breaking.
armor.
That's breaking
I
his
am
armor.
going to. Yeah, I'm breaking his armor, but I am also going to use 1 luck point again. So I'm down to 3.
This dude's
To
probably
reroll-
like on
to
the
reroll
roof.
3 damage.
That's 10 damage
Yeah.
before you re-roll anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is making
that
sure.
was
11.
So it's 11 damage, and you break his armor on which body part?
Let's see which body part. There we go.
16. That's a leg.
So he has 2 on his legs. So you've got piercing. So you don't have piercing. So you're not ignoring the 2.
No, I'm
so
breaking.
I'm taking a 2. Yeah, so he still takes the damage.
Yeah.
So it's 8 damage minus 2 is 6 damage on his right leg.
I do have vicious as well, so
Oh,
it's
sorry.
8 plus 3, so that's 11 damage minus 2 because of the armor, which I do break.
It's 9 damage on his
Yeah.
left leg.
Left leg.
Wow. And that left leg loses. Is it 3 because you got 3 effects? He loses 3 points of armor on his left leg.
Yeah, 3
does he
points
just
of
lose
armor have
left?
been broken.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
got no armor left on his left leg. You disintegrate his
Okay.
armor.
Yeah, I just break it entirely with my hammer.
Yep.
How dead is he looking?
On death's doorstep.
Finish the guy off.
He has
I
10 hit
am
points.
going to...
Sorry, what did you hit him for total? Was it 11 before the 2 reduction?
Yeah.
9 total. Yeah, he's got 1 left.
I don't
One
think it
left?
reduces. I
Okay.
think the breaking gets around the reduction. It's just like piercing, but it just permanently reduces
Piercing,
the
but also breaks the armor. You think so? He's
Yeah.
dead then. He's dead then.
Let me
Gonna
check my
double-check
cheat sheet
that.
for a moment.
Let's double
Breaking.
check that.
For each effect rolled, reduce the number of cover die.
Cover die, yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not
cover
armor.
die.
It'll go on to
Beast
say armor.
of
Yeah.
cover removed by 1. If the target is not in cover, instead reduce the damage resistance on the location struck according to the... Yeah, I think it's broken while I hit him.
Yeah, so... but it doesn't say that it gets through the armor like piercing, though. It just says it breaks the armor. So what I picture is it's hitting the armor, so the armor is doing the reduction, but it's breaking as it takes the reduction.
Yeah.
The armor still does the reduction in my eyes,
Mhm.
but breaks as it does the reduction.
Yeah. And I am going to, because I can do this as a child
was
of
it
Adam.
9 then? Because if it's any more than 9, he's dead.
9.
It
No,
was
it's 9.
Okay, he's still alive.
But I am going to use 1 of my rat points, and I had 3,
Yep.
to roll 1 more d6 for
Yeah.
radiation
Radiation damage, because 1 will do it. He's gonna
Yeah,
kill
1 will
over
do
and
it.
die from radiation damage if you get this. There we go.
He dies from Atom's glory!
He dies from Atom's glory. That's brilliant, mate. That is brilliant. So you've taken out the boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn?
Can I
Or you
do
wanna
something with
go-
my minor action?
You still got minor action. No, you moved, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I moved. Okay, that's all. I just turn around and look at the next one with my hammer, and I'm like, you will also beat Atom
And
tonight.
yeah, it's a new round now, and the boss is no longer there, so it's you two, Rock.
Yeah, he looks at Game Glow and he gives a nod thanks and he's like, I'm coming after you now, bitch. He's like, I'm coming
Nice,
after some scouts tonight.
Scalping bitches. I love it, Max. I love it.
Yeah, he's a
Let's
fucking
go.
Native American, man. I'm gonna scout some people.
Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go. Yep. So sorry, he's gonna do his mighty shots. And how much CP do we have?
You have
Money shot.
3.
Okay. I'm gonna use 1 to hit with my gun. 2 successes, so I still keep it.
Yep. So you gain an action point back.
Yep.
Oh, did you just spend 1? Right, so you're still in 3. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you hit. You may roll damage.
Yep. I'm gonna spend 2 bullets.
I'm just gonna open a window. It's hot here. We are back.
Yeah, that is 6 damage. Which body part?
That's what I'm rolling.
Got 1 arms, 2 legs, and torso. So that's legs. So he reduces by 2. So he takes 4 damage to his left leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
I am gonna spend.
I thought you
We
I
got
thought
3
you
left,
might.
right?
Yeah. I thought you might gonna go with the sword again.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna kill the guy. I told him, I was like, I'm gonna scalp him. And you see the gun. I was like, you saw your bosses. What's gonna happen to you? And I'm gonna do that. Spend 2 AP to hit.
Okay.
Roads.
Yep.
Take me home.
Oh, you got the 2 successes
To the
without spending
place.
an extra dice. In fact, you
3.
got 3, so you're up to 2 action points. Now, this is melee
Nice.
attacks. You can spend
Yeah.
action points on damage, remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the last 2 on damage.
Sweet. It's my turn next. I'm going to have to remember my action points. Oh, 7 with piercing 1. That is ignoring all his resistance. Where have you hit him? What body part? Because that's going to be a wound. On, was that the same left leg, was it?
Yep.
Okay, he takes 7 damage and he now has a wounded left leg.
Oh, did you include the 4 what was from earlier?
Yeah. He's taken.
Damn, I'm surprised he's still alive.
He's taken 11 hit points. He's on 1. He's just about dead.
Damn. Yeah, I was like,
okay,
good God,
that's,
I was surprised
that's
this
you,
guy's still-
Turok. So it's my turn. How many of these guys are left? Still 4 of them still alive, right? Okay, so this
Yeah.
guy
Oh, there is.
is.
one there.
This guy is going
see this
to. I don't think his combat rifle has close quarters, but his laser gun does, I think. Let me just double check. Oh no, I don't think it does.
Did they have both? They have a combat rifle and a laser
Oh
rifle?
no, they don't. Yeah, this is. I'll put them both in for options for the gunners. They don't have. They have a combat rifle, so he's going to do a gun bash. And I'm going to spend. Oh, well, I don't have any action points. Fuck me. He's missed.
That
Right.
miss.
So that was that one I did first. Okay, so I'm going anti-clockwise. So it's this one. It's going to turn around and try and shoot Brock.
Brock's gonna be the whack-a-mole on you, sir.
That's not enough to hit Brock.
No.
This one's going to turn round and he's going to gun bash Brock because he's too close. One is not enough, and this one is going to step back away from Brock till he's in another zone, actually. I'm going to attempt to shoot him.
That one's yours, Happy.
Happy's like, no, you can keep it.
Oh my days, what a crappy turn for me. I've got action points. I've not even got action points. These guys don't have the luck points. My guy with the luck points is gone. That is my turn over. That is devastating. Okay.
This guy's got his bleed damage now.
Oh yeah, that guy takes bleed damage, thank you.
And so Brock's gonna attack this dude that's still next to him.
Okay.
Is that I injured his leg last time? Is he still prone?
That's a leg. That's a left leg. The
So
waves
it's
is
a
left
zero,
leg,
right?
the lightning bolt's a right leg. No,
Okay.
actually,
But he's-
no, his was a
He
right
is still
leg.
prone though, right? Is the question?
This guy's was a right leg. He's still... Well, did he get up? No, he's got up to attack you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got up to attack you.
I'll just give him that.
That will gain you an action
Still got
point,
AB.
though. Yep. Ooh, 6 no effects. Ha!
Yeah, I know the lowest damage Brock's ever done in his entire life.
6 on his torso. I think he has 2 reduction. Let me just double check. He has 2 reduction, so he takes 4 on the torso. Oh, right, he's on death's doorstep. He does not quite die. Okay, anything else from you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move over to this guy. And I'm gonna give him the business.
Okay, so you're spending 2. Oh, you've only got 1 action point.
Do we?
Yeah,
We had
Yeah,
0
fuck
when I
no.
did the thing.
yeah.
Yeah, because you hit it and you succeeded to get like you got an extra 1 over that gave us 1.
Yeah, you've got 1.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had 0 at the
Yeah,
time.
you have 1.
Okay. I guess that's it then.
Okay, happy. Chris has just walked away, but he can hear me. I'm sure he'll
I'm
come
here.
back.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Are you just
What's he gonna
continuing to
do?
hide, or
Monitor.
Hey, he's gonna stick out and he's gonna just take a shot. Just open
stick
it
a
up.
heat out and
Just take a shot and there you go. Yeah, dude, yeah, the ultimate armor. Go like,
he
ding,
pops up?
ding, ding.
I-
Dude, imagine you get a
I'm
rifle.
gonna,
Like,
I'm gonna come round and sneak round this way,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bop this guy in the back of the head with
Well,
a baseball bat.
if you want it, because there's so much going on round back here, and he's looking that way. If you can give me an agility stealth with a difficulty
Stealth?
2,
Yeah.
then I'll let you get the benefits of a sneak attack on it, which adds vicious.
Can I swap my agility for luck?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And if you succeed on that, I'll give you the benefits of a sneak attack.
Ooh, there you go.
There you go. You get to
He
get the
succeeds
benefits
on
of a
that.
sneak attack on this, mate.
A 5 and 4, nice.
So that's a -1 on the difficulty if it's -1 on the difficulty. So it's
Yeah.
0 difficulty
So
to
that's
hit
a
him.
0.
0 difficulty to hit him. And you've got vicious added to your attack. Or vicious 1 becomes vicious 2.
Oh, that's 1 AP we get.
Yep, that's an AP. You're up to 2.
Ooh, 5
Oh,
Peters.
you're ignoring it all, so that is 5. You could
Cocked it head.
you want to describe how you take him out with that sneak attack for me, Chris?
Let's see where I hit him.
Right leg.
So I'm sneaking around the bench, and then I wind up the swing to clobber him across the head and slip, but luckily the spiked bat catches the bottom of his foot, and he flies up into the air and lands on his head.
Lads, it
with
breaks
his
his neck.
That's
foot
the part you guys
off
need
and
is a home run. It's
bleeds.
called a home run guy.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Anything else from you?
As my extra action, I hide. No.
Yeah.
Dimglow, it's your turn.
Yeah. Well, Dimglow's gonna move 1 zone forwards to the guy who hasn't been occupied yet. His
Okay.
super sledge still glowing with atoms. Beauty.
Adam's brilliance. I like
Adam's
that.
brilliance.
Yeah. Adam's brilliance. By the
Dude,
way,
that'd be great for your hammer. Maybe call that your hammer. That'd be cool.
I intend to upgrade it at some point, and then I will call it Adam's brilliance.
I like that.
By the way, I reread my Child of Adam stuff. Apparently, I can roll 2d6s when I use a radiation point. I didn't need it with the boss, but
okay.
it's a good thing to know in advance for the next
Very nice.
attack. So we still have action points. I'm gonna use one again to
You have 2
roll
currently.
another. Yeah, I'm gonna use one to roll
Okay.
another.
Remember, when it comes to
D
when it comes to
20.
extra dice, you can always buy them as well.
Yeah,
He
but we're
just
not
wants
gonna
to-
give you action
Yeah,
points.
yeah, we're not gonna.
And I don't need any ways, so I generate 2 for
Oh,
the
my
party.
days. Okay. You're up to 3.
And I started smashing.
So I started smashing. Oh.
Oh my god!
And
What's
that
like,
was on this guy.
14?
This guy here. Well, that's
The one
Yes.
right here. Yeah.
so that's
Yeah, that guy
14.
there.
You're going. So you don't ignore the armor, right? You don't ignore it. But it's 14. What's the body part?
Yeah, let's see what body part.
Because he's got 3 reduction on 1 body part. And if he gets to 3, he's alive. If it's not that body part, he's dead. 16 is the legs. He has. Oh no, he has 2 on his legs and torso. So that means he reduces 2 and takes 12. That's a 1 hit and quit. If you want to describe how that looks, David.
crunch.
Yeah, pretty much. The guy doesn't have a kneecap anymore. I just smash entirely through his leg, and the body just falls to the side.
Nice. Okay, that
And
was
I look over
major
at my
action.
group, and I'm like, be sure to capture one. We need to question them about this deacon and why they are interested in Adam's urns. And that's my turn.
Okay, Turok.
Nice. He's looking at he's looking at the like Dim Glow, and he's like, hey, he's giving proper respects. It's like for him, it's like Brock was doing native damage. This guy comes in, I'm like, man, they gotta get a kill off or something. So he comes up there and looks at, he's like, you see your buddies, you shouldn't have messed with us, and sorry, but you're going. He's gonna shoot him right in the head.
Okay.
Shut. How much AP do we have?
3.
I'm gonna use 1. Oh, and I'm gonna use a luck point to reroll that.
Okay, well you gain 1 because you only needed. So you're back to 3.
Yep. Let's see. Ability is more. At least it's not a 20.
It's not 20.
That's how I'm thinking it.
So you got your 2 successes. You can roll damage. This one's got 1 hit point, so this is pretty much going to be a coup de grace. Boom. Which body part?
Let me see what I'm just gonna roll on this one. 120. That's in the chest. Head shoots it right at the heart.
Very nice. Very
Slow mo.
nice. Very nice.
I need to find me a Pip Boy to
Anything
get the vets.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I killed the guy. I'm gonna
Okay,
save
so
it like
how many smokers are left? Only 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's the one in front of Brock.
Yeah, so he's gonna start running away, and he's gonna use sprint. So he's gonna go from this zone to he's gonna get out. But as he gets out, so he's gonna disappear off the map and get away. But you hear him on a two-way radio, and he's like, "Backup! Shit, we got backup! Someone at the strike site! Someone they killed the mariner! I'm the only man left!" And he stumbles over a rock and he trips up. And just as he's getting away and getting out of sight, you notice something. I should make you make a perception test, but I'm not gonna because I want you to just notice it. You notice he drops his radio, but he gets away.
Okay, great.
Does he get away? I was gonna say I go next. I want to just sprint after him.
Okay. You sprinting
Yeah,
after
he's like-
him.
Like I got a plan. We got
Okay.
enough
Well-
AP.
Well, here's the thing. So on his turn, he gets out of that zone because he can travel 2 zones. So he does get off the map, but so can you. So
Yeah.
I'll put him there. So he's out of that zone, but I'll put him there to
He's
represent
living on
that.
the edge.
He's past that zone, right? Okay. Let's keep
Alright.
going. Then you go next.
Here's what I got for you. Brock is gonna use a major action to sprint up to him,
Right.
and then I believe I'm gonna be using another major action here.
He's
But
got-
I'm gonna try to grab him.
He's got a fucked leg. So what did I have to do to move?
It's a
He
major
can't-
action
he can't
move.
sprint.
Oh, it's a
He
major
can't-
action, and he can't sprint.
He can't sprint, so he can only make it.
Nope.
So there you go. Yep, he can't sprint because he's got a fucked leg. So he's only going to make it.
He's limping over there.
He's only going to make
That's
it into
beautiful.
that zone. So he is at the end of that zone. So you can be there,
Alright.
and he's there, like that.
So it's just a normal move for me to get to him.
Just a
Then.
normal move.
All right. Then I will not spend any action points to do this. But I'm going to try to wrestle him down to the ground. I want to do an opposed test to do it.
Yep.
So because you are the opposed, you will get to roll your strength athletics first and
Strength
choose if you're
athletics.
spending AP to add anything to it.
I don't have AP, you prick.
Okay. Beautiful. That's what I like to hear.
Right. So what am I rolling? Strength athletics.
Yes. And this is
Okay.
to set the difficulty to wrestle him.
Your difficulty is 1,
Okay.
and you
I'm
do
gonna
have
spend
action
all.
points.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend all of them.
Oh, okay. Would you like to buy another 3? Too late. 3 successes. You beat him and you generate 2 action points.
Okay.
That means he is.
So I am
pinned-
gonna successfully wrestle this dude to the.
He is
to the ground or
pinned
whatever.
down prone. Okay.
Do it in honor of Hulk Hogan. Wrestle him to the
Now,
ground.
Yeah.
You've
Give
got him
the people's
pinned.
elbow.
You've got him pinned and prone. So I'm going to remove the initiative order. There's no need for that if he's pinned and prone. And I can remove the zones. Okay. So you're going to drag him back over to the map just so that it looks a little bit better for the screen?
Sure.
Okay, so you drag him back to the group, right?
I'll scoop up the radio too while I'm over there.
Yep, so you scoop up his radio. Now,
Nice.
also, you have a chance to get their inventories. So this is the Mariner. Wealth 2 means 2d20, so somebody roll 2d20.
31 at caps.
31 caps. Someone else roll 2. Oh, someone roll 8d20.
8d20.
Yep, because it's wealth 2 on the smokers as well.
Oh,
Chris
does
rolled
anybody
6.
mind? Does
No.
anybody mind if I grab a combat rifle?
Yeah, no.
Never mind my roll.
So that's
Chris rolled enough.
So Chris rolled 99 caps, 31 caps. So 31
Oh my
caps
God,
plus
that's
99. Someone write that down. 31 plus 99 caps. So 130 caps.
I'll write it down. So 31.
130
and 99.
caps.
Perfect.
130 caps. 4 combat rifles. A hunting rifle.
Shall I write it in the chat or do you do that?
All the leather arms. Chest pieces. You've got 4 combat chest pieces. 8 leather left legs. 8 leather 8 leather legs, so 4 sets of legs, 4 sets of arms, and then on him you've got heavy raider arm, both, a heavy raider chest piece, sturdy raider legs, and 3 frag grenades, and a hunting rifle. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a halftime break there, and then that'll give us a wee bit of time to put them into people's character sheets. What do you reckon, lads?
Oh yeah.
Sounds great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Let's do that then.
Brock
Half-time
fucking
break.
mutated us.
Eh?
Brock fucking mutated us. We've got fucking 8 arms and 6 legs and 9 fucking.
Right.
Simming that atom cunt.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be back in... Well, no, we're taking a 10-minute break. We'll be back in 10.
Alright, great.
Okay, we're back from the break. And during the break, we have dished out some equipment. Happy now has much better armor. Chris, I upgraded Happy's armor for you while you were away. Everyone's got some new bullets. You've all got some new caps. And you've got a radio and a prisoner.
All in a day's work.
On a morning's work.
In a morning's work, exactly.
So that dude was calling for backup. Should we find out where he was calling backup to exactly? What backup looks like?
Well, I mean, saying that there's enough clothing that at least some of us can look like some of these guys.
I'm not going to wear that.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't feel like the disguise mission.
Go ahead, Brock.
What-
Put it on.
Brock is neither clever nor curious, so he doesn't have a plan for this dude or the radio. Whatever. That's all you guys. Brock's job is to hold this guy down while you figure out what you're doing with him.
Happy.
Yeah, how's this
you-
dude like being in a headlock from a super mutant right now?
Not liking it at all.
Happy, you seem to be a man of words. Perhaps you could speak to this one.
He's got
and
only
have
one
him-
hit point. This guy's on death's doorstep also.
Have him give us the vital intel about this Tekin.
Hey, Mr. Smoker dude. Can you tell me about Tekin, you dirty animal?
Make a charisma speech test difficulty 1, Chris.
I would like to assist him with strength speech.
By intimidating.
Intimidation.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
This headlock only gets tighter the less you talk.
Fair enough. Absolutely, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, he make you a zit.
Well, he's failed. Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh no, you have to make it for the assist to count, don't you? She's gonna go.
True.
Fuck you, man.
I'll spend a
Oh,
point.
okay. You spend a luck point to reroll one of them. Okay. Well, the assist has landed, so if you land, you're getting 2 successes, which will give you an action point.
You got an AP if you need to use it.
No.
What the fuck?
Failed.
Aw.
Okay, so he just goes, "Fuck you! I'd rather die than tell you anything, piece of shit." He spits blood at
Can
you.
be arranged.
Is that a strength athletics test?
Yeah, I'm just fighting it
Brock's
up.
gonna.
Are you trying to kill him? Are you trying to just pop his head off, aye? Because if you want to, you can. He's got one
I'm
hit
trying
point.
to just really put the pressure on for right
He's,
now.
well, he's got one hit point. So how much
If
pressure
it-
exactly?
If it makes it pop, hey, if you say that makes it pop,
It does. It does make him pop, and you're going to gain an action point. He pops. You just burst his neck pops, his head bursts, his eyes pop out the sockets in a comic, yet macabre and gruesome fashion.
Rock laughs.
It's like this dude's head exploded. What a dummy.
So Brock, what did he have on him?
We have on him. He has the same stuff as everybody
Same
else.
stuff plus a
or-
radio.
Yeah, no,
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah, he
he,
was
dropped,
talking
he
about, like,
dropped
you
the
know, like-
radio, but Brock picked it up actually.
yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Shall we
Did anybody?
try?
So I'll use the rate. Seems like it's a bad idea from all the rest of the speech charisma. I'm supposed to be the charismatic one. It's a fucking tag skill. I've got fucking 3 in it. So I'm gonna pick up the radio and I'm gonna go. All enemies have been destroyed. We handled all the dirty people. Heading back to base. Can you remind me of the location and password to the door? Thanks.
Right, sorry, Chris.
Amazing.
I was paying attention to something else there. Your Twitch stream is still on the Be Right Back screen.
I know, mate.
Alright.
My upload's fucked.
So you say to them, you get on the radio and you go back to whoever he was talking to on the same channel, and you say,
We encountered some enemies, but we beat them all. They're all dead now. Can you remind me of the location and the password, please?
"What do you mean location? You know where we are. Over."
Rock
I got
points
hit
to
in
the
the
dude that
head.
his head exploded. He's like,
I got a bad head injury from one of the big super mutant dudes. That's why I've got the stutter now. So if you can remind me how to get home,
You called for
that would help.
you called for backup, over. But then you said everything's okay. What's going on, over?
Are you fucking stupid? I'm the one who got hit in the head.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Over.
Who the fuck is this I'm talking to? Who is this?
My name is Carl.
Carl, my child. I am the deacon, your new leader. You will bow to my will. I am the leader of the smokers, and the Commonwealth is now mine. I, from my ship, the USS Massachusetts, will rule this land with an iron fist. Now, I know what you've done if you have my radio, and I understand what happens. Accidents happen. Now, if you were to come to me with, let's say, 4 fusion cores and 20 rare materials, then maybe I would forgive your discretion. If you just walk down to the shore and you look real closely, you'll find a boat waiting there to bring you out to me. A landing boat, a small landing vessel, will bring you out to me on the Massachusetts, and we can parley, but bring with you 4 fusion cores and 20 rare materials, no less. Ha ha ha! Lovely speaking with you. Over.
Guys, I think this dude has iron fists.
Hey, Deacon. Deacon D's nuts.
Fools! I will just kill you. I'll find you all and just blow you up. Over.
It's nice. I like you.
You're very nice. Very nice.
Can you give me the radio for a moment?
On the radio.
I accept it. Do I speak with Deacon?
This is Deacon. Who am I talking to now? Over.
You are speaking to a representative of Atom. Submit to Atom's will or be crushed. I shall never give you Atom's scandals. Over.
Ah, you children of Atom, you're nothing. Nothing but a bunch of cultists. You mean nothing to me. The Commonwealth is mine. Watch as I destroy your settlements one by one by one. With giant artillery strikes, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Oh, but we welcome division. Over.
Okay then. Over.
Try
Yes.
these nuts.
These nuts.
No response.
Well, he asks us for fusion cores, but honestly, he told us the location of his boat. We can just claim it and continue onwards.
Evan. I could live in a boat.
Yeah, a boat would be a suitable place to live, and it's got the capability to spread the division to the Commonwealth. I am far more intrigued to capture it as our own home.
Can anybody make me a survival perception with a difficulty 5? Think anybody can manage it?
Is it a group test or just alone?
How many action points do you have? 1.
Got one.
I'm gonna make it a group test, but it's 5. Difficulty 5.
Okay. I could lead. I got an 8. Oh no, I got an 8 in survival.
Survival perception. Difficulty 5.
Anyone's better at
Pretty
survival?
bad at this one. So I'm
Yes.
on assisting.
That sounds like a Turok thing to me, honestly.
Mine's a 10. That's the best I got.
I think you should lead.
Okay.
Should buy
Okay.
all the action points here.
You've got 1 action point. Would you like to buy some more?
We should buy. We should
how
roll the
about-
full 5.
Over.
Would you like to buy 5 and go for the full 6?
I think so.
No, I'll spend that 1 and buy 2 more.
You buy 2 more, okay. So you're spending
So it
3.
gives me a total.
You're rolling 2. Yeah, you're rolling 4 dice, and you want 5 successes,
Yeah.
but you've got assists.
Okay.
That's 4 successes. You need
Close
1
enough.
more from the assists.
Okay.
And there you go.
And how
So-
many AP do we get back?
Well, it depends who else
Once
is
everybody
rolling.
helps, we'll find out.
While you're rolling your assists,
Perception. Survival.
Turok, you notice. You're just
Wait,
kinda...
is it endurance survival?
Yeah, but it's a perception survival test I would like you to roll, not a default endurance
Okay.
survival test. This is a spot something.
Well,
okay.
add 2 more to the action point pile.
Turok, you see over on the on the horizon where the coast is, where the ocean is. You see. Now you almost didn't see it because it seems to be camouflaged by something, but you can see what appears to be a craft in the ocean. I'm going to move you to the Commonwealth map for a second, boys.
Yeah, my internet works again.
Awesome.
You should now see this.
Where is it? Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see that now?
We see it.
You see that? You see the signs of that on the horizon.
Yeah, come on.
Smoke still
Chill.
coming from its guns.
That would make a great home, wouldn't it, Happy?
Yeah, I think we should take it.
Yeah, the question is, how do we get to it?
I believe the correct term is board it.
Okay, and I'm going to answer this question in the most fun way. Let me just pull someone onto the board.
Oh, he's swimming.
As you're discussing what to do, someone comes up behind you. A man wearing an old military duster and cowboy style hat, an African American black gentleman. approaches
Oh
the group.
God! Kill him!
The people that don't know Fallout lore, I've just heard you say that after I said he was a black man, David. So let's clarify. David knows who he is.
Yeah. I know who he is. Besides, Brother Dimglow is also black, so
Yes.
it's not.
Yeah. Let's just for context. Somebody could really clip that really down and make that look really bad. Fallout 4 fans will know this man as Preston Garvey,
Yeah.
leader of the Minutemen.
Another settlement needs his help.
He approaches
Wait,
you.
we are the settlement.
He approaches you. You are the settlement needing help. He's going to introduce himself. Who's speaking to Preston?
Not the face.
Obviously, Brock.
Does anybody turn to it as he says? He's got his hands up and his rifle's just hanging from his chest. Wanderers, I've come to speak to you. I come in peace.
Are you one of those? What do we call them? Mariners?
Minutemen.
Minutemen.
I'm with the Minutemen.
Oh yes, I have heard of your group. You also are active in Diamond City,
Yes, we
in
are.
the Dugout Inn.
Yes, we are. I've not been in Diamond City myself. I'm trying to do something about that. And he points in the direction of the ship on the horizon. And I need your help.
Everyone always need Brock help.
There's no way you can get to that ship. It's way out in the sea without my help. I have boats. But my boats, our boats, they are at the castle, what was once Fort Independence. And that castle's not been ours for a long time. There's monsters there. And I need your help clearing it out so we can get boats, so we can fight back against this tyrant.
Well,
I look at everybody else.
Brock like fighting monsters. And Brock like not getting exploded by giant boat.
what kind of monsters are in this castle?
You heard of a Mirelurk?
We
Fun.
we recently opened a Mirelurk pizza shop in Diamond City.
This blew well. You may be able to get some meat because this place is overrun with Mirelurks. And a
That's
Mirelurk
great.
queen.
Another one.
Another one? You've met a Mirelurk queen before?
Well, we made pizza with it.
Wait a minute. You're those guys. You really are famous.
I fucked up with my alert queen once.
Brock wasn't there for that, but Brock famous too.
Happy's fought a Mirelurk queen before as well. So, a side quest pops up on your user interface that says Taking Independence. Meet Preston and the Minutemen near the castle.
Okay. We're probably gonna need something. Last time we used a mini nuke to kill the Mirelurk Queen. Do you have something useful?
I don't have a fat man, I'm afraid. I have a couple of trusted guns and and a dozen recruits, nearly a dozen recruits. With you guys, firepower and abilities, skills, we can do it. Your extra numbers is what it's going to take.
It'll have to do.
Oh.
Though we might have to get some of our friends as well.
How much we're gonna get for this though?
The Minutemen don't offer you any monetary award, my friend. The Minutemen offer you the freedom of the people of the Commonwealth.
We want a boat.
You want the boat?
Brock just likes the killing.
Listen, you want the boat, we want the castle. You help me get one, and I'll help you get the other.
Very well.
I have boats. It's the only way you're going to get out there. Unless you're in bed with the Brotherhood and you've got vertibirds on your side. He looks at the super mutant. And I doubt that very much.
I'm not very keen on working with this Brotherhood either.
So, for clarity, this quest, when you get to Act 2, which is this bit, rules as written, it says, it gives you a couple of examples of how to court the Minutemen, because you're going to need some help with this battle. The battle for the Massachusetts, Act 3, you will need some help. It tells you how you could court the Minutemen, how you could court the Brotherhood, how you could even court the Institute as your help.
Okay.
I decided that I'm just going to give you the one option, make it the Minutemen, but I'm also going to add in that little Fallout 4 taking independence as your side quest, because I thought that'd be fucking cool, and a friend of mine who I believe is watching has made a map for it. So that's
cool.
What we're gonna,
That's
what we're
great.
that's what we're gonna do for Act 2. So this is the extended version of Last Boat Not Least, and we're sliding in a little Fallout 4 side quest.
Perfect.
And you want to travel there?
Yeah, let's go to Independence.
Before we go there, we never tried to search this location. I don't know if there was anything actually here. Like, these dudes were looking.
Okay, give me. Well, they were looking for some mini nukes that they believed to have been blown up, but give me a survival perception difficulty 3, because the place is well blown up.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna try to heal everyone who's been hurt, because I am also a healer. So who's been injured?
Me and my dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brock needs to get touched once.
I'm first. Well, let's do the searching first, and then I'll do the healing.
Brock is gonna assist whoever the main searcher is. Let's probably just Turok again.
Probably.
Make sure to heal up the emergency ration. It's heavy to carry.
He's talking about your dog, Turok.
Yeah. he looks at Heavy, ha ha ha, and kind of just clean off his blade and look at him, just give him a smirk and just choose his sword.
So while we're,
spending
while we're still on this map, I would like to, for my viewers once more, give a shout out to zekthar.itch.io, where I bought these maps from. This map is another one from there. The next one you're going to see is another friend of mine. It's very
Okay,
cool.
the Zektar maps look pretty cool.
They are awesome. They are very, very
Yeah.
awesome. I've popped the link up a few times, so if people want to check out this guy's maps, they do fantastic maps. I've bought several packs of them.
Nice.
You get like a pack of 9 maps for $4 or something. It's amazing.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
I'm gonna check that out
Alright.
for my campaign.
Nice. I'm gonna spend an AP to roll.
Okay. Oh, you wanted 3 successes there. We've got 1 on the assist though, so we need 1 more from an assist.
Well, I can assist.
Got that dog to assist. Give it some mind other.
Survival.
Can I pet that dog?
And
what he's
that's a
there for.
success.
That's enough successes. So you can find. Now, how am I going to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Roll me 1d20.
Okay.
This is just to find out which table it's going to be. The third one down. Household items 3 and 4. Now that's a shit one. Roll again. I'll ignore the first couple.
Okay.
10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Random thrown and explosive weapons. Roll me 2d20.
You found a mini nuke. Okay, we know we're going to
You
use
need a
against
really
these
high
guys.
roll for a mini nuke. That's not a mini nuke. That's one
I know,
bottle
that's
cap
so funny.
mine. One bottle cap mine.
That's still not bad.
So check out the rules for a bottle cap mine, and someone can add one of them to their
I
character
give the
sheets.
brother Damglove. He seems like he's good at explosives. So
There you go, brother.
I'm
Didn't
not really good at explosives. I just wanted some explosives. So let me check. Explosives 120. But I will add it to my inventory. It could be useful to kill the Mirelure Queen. So bottle cap mine. That's pretty good. Only 6 D6s and then a blast and mine feature. I expect it to be stronger. So I'm gonna add that to my
Okay, so you've
list.
done a scavenge for this area. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
oh, the healing.
Oh yeah, that healing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna heal everyone.
Yeah, you don't actually need
So-
to roll. When you're out of combat, there's no need to roll any dice when you're healing.
Not even for injuries, because the dog's got an injury, right?
Nah, because
The
you
dog does have
Yeah.
an injury.
the skill
The head
roll's only for
injury.
doing things under pressure, really. When you've got unlimited time and no pressure on you, you don't need to make a roll for something like that.
Okay. So I just heal everyone with my medicine skill,
You
right?
can just heal everyone with your medicine skill. Yeah, we would just be
Okay.
rolling the dice for the sake of action points. It's a little bit boring.
My
There's no
medicine
need to
skill
do
is
it.
a 4, but I also got a healer perk, which means +1, and I also got a first aid kit, which
Means plus
adds
two.
another
Two, I think.
2 HP. So in
everybody
total,
gets-
I heal
Everybody can take 7 heal.
7
for
each
one
time.
from you.
7 HP. Yeah.
Nice. I'm
That
back.
brings
at
Brock
15.
back up.
Did I get an extra 7? Because I just didn't lose any health points.
No.
I make you
Damn.
extra healthy.
You guys ready to move maps?
Yep.
Yep.
Wait till you see this thing of beauty. My friend at Discord, Scruff GM, has made this for us. I believe he was watching and gifting subs in Chris's Twitch earlier.
Oh, that looks great.
Can I add flavor to the scene by spending a luck point?
What would you like to add?
A pin-up Pip-Boy magazine. So it's like a pin-up magazine, but in the style of the Pip-Boy Vault Boys. But
Alright,
it's
okay.
all sexy vault ladies.
Okay, sexy vault ladies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll for sneak if I can be the only one who takes it.
Okay, if you want. Difficulty 1. Nobody's paying attention.
I need to wait for my character.
Sorry, mate.
Dimglow is beyond
It's okay.
vault
don't worry.
ladies.
He's a pious man. Man of the cloth.
He's a pious man.
Man of the glow.
Man of the glow, exactly. Because he's got full armor set. He's not a man of the cloth, but he is a man of the glow.
Okay. Oh, what's this getting rolled? You're doing a sneak to hide that, right? Aye, okay. So I've not showed this map off to the viewers yet. Look at that, folks. Y'all recognise that?
cool.
And you notice
That's
it's...
the castle.
So those cannons
pretty
are
sweet.
actually there. Those shouldn't be there, but everything else is right. It's the castle in a state of disrepair. This is before it's been fixed up. So this is the castle while it's still overrun. So shout out to Scruff GM, my friend from Discord, for making this map for us. Bravo, sir, bravo. Right. Okay, so you guys are here. Okay. So let me just adjust a few things on the map.
That's the queen.
Just need to make sure I've not missed any. Bear with me. I think I've got them all.
Brock's like, lunch is on.
So you see a number of Mirelurks. Some in here, some here. You see the Mirelurk Queen here. And there's one more fella somewhere. Just need to find him.
There's two over here.
Yeah, there should be one with a slightly different token. And I can't find them.
There's three over here. Like one.
Yep, so there's 1, 2, 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my 10 Mirelurks. I've got 10 Mirelurks and a Mirelurk Queen. There should be a Mirelurk Hunter somewhere as well. I don't know where it is.
I mean, there's one up here. There's one
Yeah.
up
See the
there.
lobster boy. Does it?
Do you
Is
see
the
the
hunter
lobster
gonna
boy?
look like the lobster style?
Yeah,
or...
yeah. Do you see him?
I don't see him.
No.
Still looking.
I may have removed it. Let me try again. Let me just add him back then.
Help you? What?
I look at the Minutemen and I'm like, is anyone here an explosives expert?
You may roll your initiatives, boys.
Yeah,
We're not, going,
Dimglow asks...
we're not going into combat yet, because I'm going to ask if you're going to do stealth and everything, but we're going to
Yeah.
roll the initiatives just now so that it's ready.
Okay.
Grab water and be right back.
Yeah, no worries. So you're going to decide how you do this? Well, no, because I think some of the Mirelurks are going to see you, actually, as you approach. Nah, they're all a couple of zones
before
away.
we approach...
They're all a couple
What?
of zones away, so none of them have seen you yet. So you can decide
Okay.
how you're going to... Let's say that this one has... So the Mirelurk Hunter right at the front, he has spotted you, and he's about to charge, unless you all decide to do something first.
Can we, like, discuss the plan before we arrive?
Absolutely, yeah. So you can discuss the
Yeah.
plan before you arrive. So put you all in that zone for now, right?
Okay. Dimglow points at the car over there and then reveals the 3 grenades he's got. If someone can sneak over there, we could set a trap with those 3 grenades at the truck. Cause it all to go boom. Take down a lot of lurks, as well as the queen, perhaps. And I look over at both the Minutemen and our group. Is someone sneaky enough to actually go over there and do that?
I mean, I could sneak over there, but I'm not good at explosives.
Yeah.
It's got 12 hit points, just so you know. Give the truck 12 hit points before it explodes. Okay, I'll let you discuss your plans. I'm going to go AFK for a second, but I can still hear everything with the wireless headphones.
I mean, the only thing you need to do with the explosives is just tie them together and put them with tape or something on the truck, and then we need a one well-placed shot and the whole thing goes boom, right? You don't actually need to pull the pin out of it.
I mean, Brock's good with a gun. He's like, he has a nice fancy pipe rifle.
I mean, I'll try to shoot it.
Yeah, but
Somebody-
we need someone to actually put it over there. To build a trap.
I guess. I mean, Brock could do it. His sneak's okay.
Mine's about a 10.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a tech skill too. So
Yeah, I think you're the sneakiest.
yeah, it's a tag skill for me too. I think yours is just like a little bit higher than mine, but
yeah,
I don't know. I wouldn't.
So,
I probably
if-
feel less awful about Brock getting caught out there than
If you
anybody
g-
else.
If you guys are
but it's a question of
initiating,
how.
I'll let you do that
So-
as the first action, and then we would do initiative.
Yeah, the way I see it, we'll make it like the grenade bouquet trap. Basically, we'll make that thing.
Yeah.
But
a
then
bunch,
by
a bun-
the-
a bunch of grenades
Tied
and-
together, yeah.
and the bottle cap mine as well, or
Well, that's the thing. I was thinking of shooting it, so we actually can choose when to let the car explode.
yeah.
And if we were to add a mine, then that wouldn't be the case. Then it would just
Yeah.
explode whenever something goes into a
You
proximity.
can also shoot a mine
Yeah, but a mine also goes off if something.
if something
Unless-
goes in
yeah.
no,
proximity. Yeah.
If we
Oh.
prime it, right?
You can prime it, and then it only goes off when somebody stands on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do we just have everybody kind of like everybody else is gonna just stay back, and we'll try to keep them confined to in here?
Yes, I
like,
would.
I mean,
So we'll probably have to maybe have like the other melee person come up, just so that me and Dimglow will try to like tank and keep some of these back, and then we'll all move out and blow up the thing.
Exactly.
Like we've got to try to keep them in there somehow.
Mhm.
Like if it's
Yeah.
just one person, like the problem is that if we all wait here, then like they'll all just get there. Plus they take a different amount, like they're all different distances away and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe we try to like get it ready and stall.
Sounds good.
Like, okay, I can work with that. That sounds good.
Cool. What I could do is, before combat then, before any of them spot you, we could have somebody make a sneak roll to get there unnoticed and place it before the combat, but you would need to make the sneak roll. How does
Yeah.
that sound? Fair?
I do
Yeah,
it.
that's-
I do that.
I'll say difficulty 2.
So
Okay,
Sneak.
Brock is gonna come too with this,
Yeah.
And let's say I
Okay.
use my 3
and
frag grenades for that, so I waste my
Okay.
3 frag grenades for the
Okay.
trap.
Okay.
and I think Dimglow should also sneak over here too. Like I think all three of us should. I think all three of us should sneak over here, and when combat
Yeah.
starts, the three of us should be like in this general area to try to keep the mire lurks like
No,
within
Because
this
I'm not
zone for when this
sneaky
thing
at all,
explodes.
so
Now,
I might just stick over here and then move into the next zone.
I'm going
That's
to
why
make,
they.
I'm
That's
going
why
to
you
make
just
a rule in
piggyback
here.
our assist.
That truck is kind of between these two zones, so I'm going to rule if that truck blows up, both those zones will take damage, by the way.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Okay, cool. I don't think it's not so much that Dimglow's sneak matters. Like it's just he's like we help you. Like even though you're assisting
Yeah.
us, technically we're assisting you because we have
True,
the better
true.
sneak. You're just accompanying us.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds great.
Put 8 hit points on this car as well.
Whenever Turok wants to start sneaking, we'll roll our
Yeah,
assist.
okay. And what do we have on AP?
1 second.
We have one. Probably spend the one to
Yeah,
just
that's what
try
I'm
to get
planning
as
to do.
much dice as we can right
Yeah,
now.
you
Yeah.
have one.
And
Yeah.
You spend
And what
it?
we need a 2.
You need 2. Difficulty 2.
Oh.
And that's just to sneak up here.
Okay.
By the way, you've got Preston, a Minuteman General, she's a female, and
Oh,
2 Minutemen Riflemen, and the rest are Minutemen Recruits. Nice roll,
I'm gonna spend
Max.
yeah. I'm gonna spend a luck to reroll
Just-
one of those.
Just one?
I'm gonna spend 2.
We-
to reroll
we gotta
two
get
of those.
Dimglow's assistant here too.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
That's
That's
a fail.
absolutely nothing.
So Max, you're re-rolling 2 dice with 2 luck spent, yeah?
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
good luck.
Let's see.
1 success. We need somebody.
Did Brock roll?
Yeah, I got in there for one.
You got 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the 2 successes required. So the 3 of you manage to sneak up to here, and should I make you make an explosive roll to rig this? Yeah. So it's going to be intelligence explosives to rig it. That makes
Now, who's
sense,
the
right?
smartest
Doesn't it?
one?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Intelligence explosives
sense
to
to
rig
me.
it.
My intelligence is a 7 and my explosives is a 2.
That's not bad.
Go
all
ahead,
you,
turn
buddy.
it you. That's all
Nope.
you.
And it's okay.
There's no action
Well,
points. Would you
We
like
have
to buy
no more
any?
action points, right?
Would you like to buy
Yeah, we'll assist
some?
you.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna buy an action point.
You sure?
I'm sure I can use. What's the difficulty for this?
1. I'll give you a difficult. No, nah, that's too easy. You guys are mid-level now. It's difficulty 2. 1 would be too easy.
Difficulty 2. All right.
In fact, no. How many grenades are you bundling together? 3. 3 seems like the
3.
magic number for this test for me.
I am going to buy 1 d20 for the party.
Okay.
Maybe by
and I'm
2.
giving you 1.
Can
I
Brock
don't wanna
assist
give him
with
too much.
Can Brock assist with explosive strength by like holding them up? Like Brock wants to hold it in place while he does the thing.
Nah. Nice
Alright.
try, but I don't think so. Are you buying 1? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying 1.
Okay.
So that's an intelligence and an explosives.
Intelligence explosives, and this is to rig your grenade bouquet.
I mean, I have to reach a 9. Okay, that's 2.
That's 2. Turok, would you like to roll your assist?
Yes. Can I use perception to see where the best place so you know stick it under there?
Nah, it's intelligence.
So like I'm looking at what.
It's the 3 of you on intelligence explosives. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be an easy roll. This.
Yeah, not for me. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah,
Wait a
he
minute.
does it.
Wait a minute.
So you manage.
Awesome.
You manage to rig up the triple grenade cluster bomb, ready to just be.
Perfect.
And you've got it set so you can just shoot it and it'll explode. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Any other prep?
Well, I think that's everything. If someone wants to start shooting at the bugs, well, at the crabs.
Well, here's the thing.
started.
I think it's going to be quite a long combat, so I think I might save it for session 2. So, for the rest of this session, would you like to do any more prep, or is that going to be it?
You know what? I'm gonna toss my. Perhaps I can toss my bottle cap mine into this zone.
You want to just toss your bottle cap mine into that zone?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, I need to make some notes. Mine and 3
Or-
grenades.
Who's good at throwing?
Well, is that going to be the first action of the round, someone throwing a grenade, and then we're going to start?
No, that would be like
No,
a prep.
That's
Like,
going to be
yeah,
prep as well.
yeah.
Okay.
it's probably going to end
Yeah.
up being Brock shooting at one of these things.
As the first
Mhm.
action, right? Okay. So we'll do all the prep and then wrap up this session, I think, because it's going to be a long combat. It's going to be a whole session, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
I look at the 2 boys. Anyone good at throwing this thing?
Well, no, that would be explosive. You got to use explosives to toss that in. Throwing's more like
No,
throwing a rock or something.
No. When you throw
Really?
a grenade, it's done on throwing. When you throw it, yeah, I think.
I'm not sure because sometimes throwing is used for
Throwing is used for like tomahawks.
the spears and
javelins.
tomahawks.
Spears.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so I think this is an explosives.
Okay, yeah, go roll
Yeah,
on
yeah.
explosives. I'll check the rules later. Oh, by the way, what I didn't mention is any water here is difficult terrain, and all these rocky bits are difficult terrain. So any rocky bit, it's +1 action point to move.
What skills would you have as roll to throw the bottle cap mine over there?
Probably agility?
I think it's
Or
agility,
strength?
agility throwing or agility explosives, and I'll look at the rules later. I'm not one for looking at the rules mid-session.
Okay.
It's not going to be massively important. Now,
Anyone?
you all managed to sneak to here. If you can manage to sneak to there, you don't need to throw it, and you can just place it down. No skill required.
Mhm.
If you manage to sneak again,
Anyone here's got a
Hmm.
good baseball arm?
I mean, Brock is like, he has his strength of duh.
Brock only bats. He doesn't pitch. He doesn't throw. They
Exactly.
didn't have
Pitches
room
are
to.
bad.
They didn't have room to throw in the vault. They only had the batting cage.
There you go.
That's the.
Nice explanation for it. Nice lore for the explanation.
Yeah. I had that since day one of making Brock. Forever ago.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Brock version 1.0. I was like, nah, throwing 0. There was not enough room to throw in the vault. Only the batting cage.
Okay, so who's making this roll then? There's no assist on a throw-in roll.
No, there
I would say
isn't.
Dim Glow probably the best one to do it because
I'll say
don't
it's
have
just
any
I got a
difficulty
different
1.
six. I got a 6.
I'd say it's just difficulty 1. And then it land difficulty 1 and it
Alright.
lands where you want it, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a throwing agility then.
Okay. That's no successes. Would you like to spend...
I'm gonna spend
luck?
1 luck point
Okay.
and pray it works.
Pray to Atom.
Pray to Atom.
Adam blesses. Adam blesses.
Actually, let me look. I might have chems which help me in this case.
Might be a good idea to take a wee quick chem, actually.
Oh no, I have nothing.
No?
I'm gonna, for sure, Brock is probably gonna take his buff out before combat starts, but I'm
Okay.
gonna try to remember to do it next time.
I absolutely
Before-
fail.
You fail. So what I would say is you fail and it lands in an adjacent zone, and I'm going to say it lands in that one. So let me just, so that we don't forget,
The old overthrow.
I'll draw a wee X there. And I'll also draw an X. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Delete
Big
that.
money.
It's a new zone.
So I'll do that again. So you've got one here. That's the mine. And then up here, you've got the grenade cluster.
It's a grenade bouquet.
The grenade bouquet. So I've marked them where they are.
Yep.
Okay. So they are added. So you have a bottle cap mine over here, a 3 grenade bouquet here. Any other prep?
I think that's all we can do right now.
Yeah, like I said, I'll take consumables next session, but Brock's gonna drink a beer and take some buff out before.
Are you guys that are here, are you moving back to here or are you starting from here?
I think we want to stay
I'm-
there.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to stay
Well,
there.
no,
We want to like keep them there, like, because if we leave the zone, then there's no reason for them to not just go right past it into where these dudes are. So
True.
we're like, the plan is that they're gonna come and we're gonna engage them, and then we're gonna
To
leave
keep
the
them
zone.
to keep them in these zones, yeah. Okay.
Like they're gonna come up to us, and
Yeah.
all the melee people are gonna use their turns to like attack them, and then leave the
Yeah.
zone and then shoot
and
the
then leave
thing.
the zone, yeah, right, okay. Chris,
Maybe even using luck to make sure, like, to change when our initiative is to get
Yeah,
everybody
to get
out of there
Do it first,
in
yeah.
time.
Okay, Chris, you
Like
were away
we
for
might
a
have
little
to
bit.
manipulate initiative a
anything-
little bit for it.
Anything you would like to add, Chris, or Happy? Oh, you're on mute, mate?
How long have I been muted? Am I still muted?
No, not anymore.
No,
I'm
you're
hearing
not
you
now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I've probably been muted for ages talking to myself. Great. I've not actually been away anywhere. Like
You
I've
can
been
hear
here.
us, yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to probably take Psycho and read the sexy pinup vault edition 69 XXX.
So you've got hard on when you
Because,
go into battle.
It's got an effect that says it gives extra hardness on
Gives you a
attacks.
stiffy. Gives you a stiffy.
Yeah.
It has a defensive 1 there. It has an extra on a cross shot.
It just makes you extra hard.
So when we start the next session, you can all, right at the start of the thing, you can all take your chems, and we'll do that just before initiative, so you all get the full effects without having to waste any turns.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Do I have any throwables to hand into the basket of bombs? The answer to that question is
It's maybe.
definitely not.
No.
The mysterious stranger's gonna show up though.
Oh yes. Remember,
that's
you have
great.
you have to use the mysterious stranger right at the start of a combat. So we'll remember that at the start of next session as well. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Anything else?
Uh,
Yeah, did we get any
no,
XP from killing those dudes before this thing?
I'm gonna do XP at the end of the quest. At the end of the whole
okay.
adventure.
No.
Okay, so
So
we're still not
I want to
level up.
ask. Oliver, are we gonna keep the same look as we have right now, as this is still to continue the same fight, or we're gonna reload it when we
the thing
play
is,
next?
rules is written. It's actually per scene. Some people do it per scene. Some do it per adventure. Some people do it per. I don't know. I've not decided yet. How's everybody's luck? Are you all got half or more, or you're on less
I
than
got
half?
one.
I got
one.
I got 2.
I might think about refreshing your luck
I
for
have
the next
5.
one.
So.
Let me decide how difficult I think this combat is and whether I should refresh them or not. In between the 2 sessions, we're going to play again in 2 weeks. So, anything else?
No,
I
that should
think
be it.
that's all.
Sweet. I think I'm going to wrap us up then, and we're going to start the second session from the start of this combat, which will be Act 2, Taking Independence. So, I'll wrap us up. Jeff, Max, David and Chris, thank you very much for playing. That'll be session 1 of Last But Not Least. We will return in 2 weeks for session 2, Act 2, Taking Independence. Everybody on Twitch, thanks for watching. Everybody on YouTube, thank you all very much for watching. We will see you in 2 weeks for the next session. I am RxOliver. These are my friends. Good night.
Ciao.
Good night.
Yeah.